What it's like to get back out there?
Yeah. As soon as I went out there, I mean, he told me at the end of the possession before then, so that's when I knew. It was good to get back out there. I like playing this game. You know, this game that I love, grew up playing. So anytime I can get out there, it's a good time.
Seems like when the fans are clamoring for you a little bit, the Rocky chants and whatnot, and you kind of provided the spark. What happened when that spark kind of fizzled a little bit?
You know, it was a field position game. Their punt team did a really good job of pinning us deep. Missed some throws that I should have hit, and just couldn't move the ball.
How frustrating is it to see this offense not be able to kind of match what the defense is doing for you guys?
Yeah, it's really frustrating. You know, because of what you just said, the defense is playing fantastic, and you can't win a game without scoring 6 points. So it's pretty frustrating for our defense, for us, because we want to provide for them.
What's the coach's message to you guys in the locker room after?
You know, we just got to keep our heads up. Can't hang our heads now. We just got to keep going, keep pushing through. We got 2 more games to win, and we got a bowl game to win. So.
Can you give us a sense of how tough it is when you're coming out 10 minutes at a time, starting inside the 10-yard line? Does it limit what you're able to do? Play calling?
Yeah, it does. You know, you got to be a smart play caller inside the 10. You can't do anything too crazy because, I mean, as you saw today, some bad things can happen, change games. So it does limit the play calling a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, we still got to punch it out.
What happened on the timing?
Tell me the motion. Yeah, sent the motion a little early. You know, we just didn't connect on it. Turnover's my fault. I got to fix it.
You said you got to be smart with the play calls. Is there an extra emphasis on execution when you're that deep in your own end?
Yeah, absolutely. And what I meant by that was just that there's some things that you can do in when you're in deep, and there's some things that you can't. And so, you know, when we get those play calls, we got to execute them, and we didn't today.
With the kind of a mixed bag now, you obviously had a good start, your first one, and then last week the opportunity was different than this week, kind of good, and then a little rocky late.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But how do you prepare? How do you take these experiences, coming in the negative ones, late today, and kind of build off those, or try to build off those in the future?
Yeah, you know, whether I play well or whether I play terrible, I'm going to learn regardless. You know, there's always some things that I can improve on, and there's always some things that I can learn from how I played. So, you know, this is no different from any other game. I'm going to look at the film and see what I did wrong, and see what I can fix. You know, and some of those things I did wrong are just, you know, I missed a couple throws, and, you know, I got to hit those. There's nothing, simple amount of film I can study. There's nothing. So, I mean, I know I can hit those throws, and I got to do it.
Rocky, you've started a game now. You've come into games. What's sort of the challenge of coming in midway when some things are already in motion like that versus starting fresh with the start of the game, I guess?
I guess just challenge of, you know, not being quite warm. You know, I mean, you're sitting there and watching the game or signaling whatever you're doing, and you know, coming off the bench sometimes is difficult if you're not warm, especially on a cold day like today. You know, but there's no excuse. I mean, you still got to go out there and perform. You know, if you're called on, when your number's called, you got to go out there and perform. So that's what it's about.
In the field goal drive, what was specifically working for you guys? I don't think you guys clicked like that as an offense. Probably the rest of the day, I don't think.
Yeah. You know, sometimes plays just bust, plays work. So. You know, I thought we had good chemistry going. You know, we had some good catches down the field. Cody White, you know, played really well, especially that drive. So, you know, when you got playmakers like that, it makes it easy. And the whole line was awesome, too. I mean, I had all day to throw back there on that drive, so it made it really easy on me.
Rocky, you came in and the offense moved right away. What was the difference after that?
Yeah, you know, it was a little bit of a field position game. Their punt team did a fantastic job of pinning us deep, you know, time and time again. So, you know, ultimately we still got to move the ball out of the end zone, but it makes it tougher.
It's a frustrated offense right now. How do you fix it?
You know, there's no magic wand that you can wave that's going to make us score 30, 40 points, you know. It's hard work. It's studying film. It's getting better every day. So, you know, there's no magic formula.
You probably answered this before I got here, but the snap, what happened on that play?
Yeah, sent the motion a little early. Timing was off, and yeah, it's my fault. Got to fix it.
It's your fault?
My fault.
What does fix the offense right now at this point, and what do you guys have to do in the course of the next 2 weeks to make it right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got to score more points. That's the name of the game, but you know, there's just little things. We had some penalties that killed us. You know, we had a few missed throws. You know, a few missed blocks. I'm sure. I mean, it's a whole collective unit. You know, like I just said, there's no magic wand that you can wave around and fix everything. It just comes with practicing hard, playing hard, studying film, knowing what you're doing, and playing with confidence.
What are those 2 turnovers like as an offense when you're already struggling?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's terrible. Especially the first one, resulting in a touchdown. I mean, it just changes the whole momentum. It's a 9-6 game. We're right in it. We're not producing a ton of offense, but we're producing enough, to move the ball down and we had a chance. And then that first turnover was terrible. And then, coming in for the second drive, we still got a little bit of spark, only down 13, 12 minutes to play or something like that. We got plenty of time to win the game. He turned over there and he put defense in a tough situation. He's been playing awesome all day, so it's frustrating.
Rocky, were you surprised that they went back to Brian in the fourth quarter?
I'm not going to comment on that. Sorry.
Rocky, how much does your mindset have to change when you're so deep in your own end? I mean, these are things you have to be careful of and how you execute plays. Is that a lot different for a quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, it is different as a quarterback. You like I said earlier, you can't really call certain plays when you're deep in your end zone because you got to be smart. You got to be careful of mistakes, and so it limits the offense a little bit. But at the end of the day, we still got to execute those plays. We still got to get out of the end zone. I mean, that's a situation where we need to get better at. We need to improve on.
Did you get dinged up on that diving for the ball a little bit?
No, I landed on my head a little bit, and it was just a little bit like I don't know. Days, I guess that hurt, but other than that, I mean, I'm fine. Yeah.
You had moment as a quarterback, and you're the trigger guy. I mean, what you said your fault was that snap, right?
Yeah.
How do you process that when you get back to the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to it's tough to do as a quarterback. Pretty much anything goes wrong in the offense, it's your fault. So whenever something goes wrong, it's pretty frustrating, but. You got to have that mindset. You got to have that. You hear all the time about quarterbacks having a quick memory, short memory. So, you got to let it go. You got to go to the next drive and try to make something happen.
How do you guys moving forward between you and Brian? How do you manage this position? Because there's clearly some frustration with the offense. Clearly some frustration trying to figure out where you are given.
Yeah, I mean that's not my decision, and I know Brian and I are going to continue to work hard and continue to try to put this offense in the best place we can.
What was the moment like when you found out you were going in the game?
I was excited. I like playing. I like playing this game. I like trying to help all my teammates. It was good to get in there, and I was excited to play.
What changed maybe from that first drive and the end of the first half? What is it? Just the field position, or was there anything else that changed?
Yeah, I mean field position changed obviously, and that was hard. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just didn't click.
Coming off the goal line with a lot of empty formations and so forth, what did you guys think you'd be able to do? What were you guys looking forward to get going on that?
Yeah, we got it out a few times. We had a hitch route to Cam Chambers. We ran it for maybe 15 or so. We had a few other plays. I missed a hitch route to Larice that should have been caught for 6-7. Should have gave us a manageable third down. But you're deep in there. You got to be smart. You got to be careful. So, at the end of the day, you just got to execute the plays.
It's got to be quick. It's got to be a quick game too, for the most part, right? You can't go back and get sustained pockets.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have a super long play, and so I mean, it's mostly going to be some quick game, maybe move in the pocket and stuff like that. So
on the long run that you had early in the game, what was that a quarterback sweep? I didn't get a good look at it.
Yeah.
What went right on that play? Who threw a block for you?
It was good design, good play call. We motioned the guy over on a fake jet sweep, and they rotated the safeties over, and there's really only one guy over there on the perimeter, and I can't remember who had the kick out block, maybe Kevin Jarvis, but just kicked the guy out, and could have drove a semi truck through that hole. So, and then it was off to the races from there. Jordan Reed as well, running down and helping me.
The fumble play, if that goes right, what does that look like? Are you rolling right, or who are you looking at? Just ideally, what would that have been like?
Yeah, it was just a basic vertical concept play. So, just a scan motion. It gives me a guy to drop it down to two also, and yeah, I mean it's just a 4 vertical concept play. So would have been yeah.
Did you like what you saw on when they set up the QB screen for you and everything? It was there, and then you have just kind of a weird scenario there because you get the touchdown, comes back. That's not how it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
What did you see on that play?
Yeah, the QB screen. There was one guy coming in who was a little close. I think made Cody a little nervous, and we don't want to throw that throw that ball unless it's wide open. You know, something that coach always talks about is, you know, it's not a trick if you get positive yards. So, and then obviously threw it to wide open Matt Sokol, who's gotten 2 touchdown calls called back this year. It's pretty heartbreaking for him, but because we had linemen downfield, so you know, it sucks, but we got to bounce back from it.
Thank you, Rocky.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.